And hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are back inside of Parkour Paradise 3 and I'm finally getting around to finishing this map. Took me a second, but I finally have returned and we are going to just finish running through this map. Okay. Just enough for us to make it, no more. Well, I guess not just enough. There's a bit of room to spare there. Oh, teleportation. Like, I'm pretty excited to come through and finish this map. After all, I did get pretty close before I finished last time. Like, only 40 levels left or whatever, which is the full length of some maps, but not exactly full length of a heel-like map. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. If you guys are confused, don't worry, I am too. Can be hard to record earlier in the day sometimes. Like, it's still morning for me is the time I'm recording this, and just recording pretty much any period before at least the afternoon can be weird. I just didn't jump. That's fine. I'll run all the way back through the entire level. But yeah, it's just strange to be recording earlier in the day than I normally do. Brain moves slower. Okay. Let me get around here. Let's not mess up jumps last minute. It really slows me down. Like, it's fine and all to fall earlier in levels because it doesn't really affect how long it takes me to get to the end if I fall early in a level. But if I fall super late, then it takes quite a while to work my way back. Whee! So yeah, if I am gonna fall, better to make it early on like that. Better just not to fall though. Bam. Up we go. But yeah, I said I was gonna come back to this map if the video did well enough. I'd say 200 views was more than well enough for me to be willing to come back. And especially with an 100% like ratio. Just, yeah. Plenty enough motivation to get another video on and out. Which, I know, it's rare that I actually come back to something like this. I almost always just end up bailing on it, even if the previous video does well. But I'm finally actually getting back to one of these. It feels good. I mean, it's, you know, it is what it is. Boom. Nice, nice. I see there's a path down there, but do I really want to go down there? I mean, I don't know if there's an actual path. It might legit... Ah. No, come on. Let me out. Let me out. Oh. Can't. Spawn protection. There's so much stuff you can cheese with that little bit of spawn protection that the game gives you. But yeah, I was talking about actually coming back. Yeah, I know it's rare from me. I almost never actually come back to a map that I partially finished. Okay, I need to stop just jumping. Can I reset again, map? Thanks. Appreciate it. Okay. Based off of how the rest of the level went, I'm pretty sure I do need to go down here. Yeah. Oh, it's one of these. Reverse dropper. Okay, nice. That was pretty unexpected. I was kind of expecting some other stuff to, go on, but apparently that was it. Let's see here. I guess I dropped down the pit. That's how these levels typically go. Just go as far down as possible and then go back up. Usually about sums up what you're supposed to do. I mean, that time I wasn't supposed to go as far down as possible, but close enough. Wonder what's down these stairs. I get I'm suddenly cutting back, but it's down them. Just an iron trapdoor. Don't know the point of that being there, besides for aesthetic purposes. Boom. Wait, where am I supposed to be going with this? The gate's still closed. Oh, I take it I'm supposed to work my way around the wall to over here. Bam. Have fun back down. I do like how many kind of time-based mechanics there are in these maps. I think it's good for people that, trying to get a feel for some of the parkour but aren't really able to go fast yet. It kind of forces them to at least try to go fast for a couple levels. I don't know. I feel like stuff like that really helped me when I started out, so seeing more aspects like that in maps always makes me happy. Like, it's always nice for maps to be set up in a way where they're really friendly to new players, but at the same time really enjoyable for old players. I feel like that's pretty much the ideal for any sort of game. Like, get it at a point where it's a challenge for experienced players, but at the same time can be a good point for new players to play. And obviously that's part of the point of, like difficulty levels in normal games and stuff like that. But in the case of parkour, you don't have anything like that, so you gotta hit a right point where it's like, you want to make a map that can give a challenge for somebody that knows what they're doing, even if, the challenging part comes because they're speedrunning it or whatever. While at the same time making it possible for somebody newer to it to have an enjoyable experience. Okay. I will say, some of the levels in He Like Maps, because I've played so many of them, like, are really hitting me. It's like, I'm looking at the same level that's just been kind of remodeled for the purposes of putting it in a new map. Like, it's kind of like, okay, it's a similar layout, but with a different theme. Like, it's almost as if they have like 10 themes or whatever they use, and then like 20 level layouts, and then they just kind of repeat them as much as possible. I get that's not totally what's going on, but that's what it feels like sometimes. Oh, we're going down. Fun. They're typical elytra level. Don't even know why they bothered to put the hay there. I feel like people overrate the difficulty of elytra sometimes. Like, so some people legitimately struggle with them, but others I feel like don't even really use elytra, but still talk like they're really difficult to use. Oh, wait, no, please, we can talk about this. I sure hope it's close to wherever I was at. Oh, I have to go through the entire course again. I just figured that the course was going to try and throw me off, so I jumped out before it looked like it was going to. Well, actually, no, because I jumped out here. Nah, what I figured was that it was going to come up, and I needed to jump out before it killed. That's the wrong way. And I don't have an elytra anymore. Now I have to go through the entire level again. No! I'm an idiot. It's fine. I know the path now. I can move a bit faster. Come on. I'm in a bit of a hurry game. I kind of messed that one up by being stupid. It's even partitioned in like a separate level. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't need to go over there. If I did, I could have just jumped out of the minecart early. I hate when I'm an idiot sometimes. Some of it's I end up in a hurry and just kind of go whichever way looks marginally like it might be the way to go first. But yeah. I also guess with elytra, I always do pretty well on the elytra maps. So maybe part of the deal just is that I know my way around elytra pretty well compared to a typical player. Which I feel like anybody that plays a significant amount of late game survival knows their way around elytra pretty well. Just because you kind of have to for ease of movement. But, like, I never take into consideration, some people just haven't really played a lot of late game survival in Minecraft. And I guess if I'd never really played any late game survival, I wouldn't know how to work in elytra as well. So, I probably shouldn't be quite as, what's the word? So I'm really judgmental. I'm not really judging people that aren't good at stuff. Like, you can, you know. The skill sets are, as I mentioned in the past, like, there's a lot of different factors to them, and one of the main ones is, you know, time and effort you put in, but there is definitely a factor of talent and skill that comes in for different stuff. So as a result, it can be difficult to excel at certain things, even if you're willing to put in the time and effort. Oh, it was in the corner. Okay. I hate door mazes so much. Specifically iron door mazes. Normal door mazes are kind of weak. Let's start on the left. Furthest on the left. And we'll just work our way over. Second on the left. Because the last thing I want to happen here is for me to start repeating. It's going to be the one furthest on the right, isn't it? Nope. Not quite. Boom. I kind of wonder what happens if you go back in the portal, but I'm not willing to risk it. So we're just going to keep moving. These map creators have a weird sense of humor. And sometimes it ends up very poorly for the player. Boom. Okay, nice. Making some good progress. Yeah, I will say, like, the videos have been doing a lot better recently, which, thank you guys very much for that. I'm very much so appreciate it. But, obviously with that comes a lot more comments and interaction and stuff like that. And one thing I've noticed with comments is it is really common that you'll get comments that Like YouTube just goes, nope. Like the moment the comments release. So like I get the notification about the comment and I go over to my comment section. It's just not there. It's not real. This is cool and all, guys, but you want to open up the gate or whatever? Oh. It's gonna be another Lava Rises level. It definitely looks like it. Yep. Sure is. I need to move. Every other lava level they've done has had a timer. Why does this one just go, nah, we're arbitrary? Well, we're probably not arbitrary, but we're not gonna tell you what the time frame is that you got. Boom. Well, actually not. Have any of them? Wait, I might be thinking of something else. Nah, this might just be me being stupid. Oh my goodness, that's speeding up. Let me up. Let me up. Oh my goodness, this is so slow. It was probably meant to up the nerves. Make it take a while, you know. We made it though. Let's go. That was stressful. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I'm just stupid though on the whole timer thing. I don't know for sure, but I think. Sorry about that. Move. Okay, let's go. I do appreciate how infrequently they'll do stuff with the mine carts, like tossing you off a ledge with them and you have to jump out of the minecart before you hit them. I do appreciate that. It makes minecart sections a bit more relaxing than they'd normally be, because the chances of something like that happening is much smaller than a normal map. But don't get me wrong, it's still kind of stressful. I mean, anything like that would be. Boom, boom. Does that lead up to there? I think that's, if you fall, it goes up to there. Boom. Snake levels are typically pretty easy. Like, the thing about snake levels is you can't... Oh, I'm stupid. After all that talk about what they're easy. But, no, that's just me being stupid. But as I was saying, the thing about snake levels is they can be difficult, but a lot of map creators don't bother to make them in a way where they're going to be super difficult, which I really appreciate, because snake parkour can get really difficult, but most map creators just set up normal chains of jumps just with snake blocks, which nice and simple. I appreciate them for it. Yeah. I will say, as this is going, I'm really glad that I didn't go through all this in the same video we did the first one, because that was going to be a long video if I did. I wonder a rank from the map will get. Oh. That was pretty easy. Boom. I hear him closing behind me. That's always stressful. Yeah. Alright. But yeah, like if I had done all this in the same video, it would have taken a really long time to get done. Okay. Bam. Slime block, simple enough. One interesting thing about the way slime blocks work, I mean, it makes a lot of sense, but like the lower you are when you jump on the slime block, the more relative return you get from jumping on the slime block. Like, if you jump from a block and a half, for example, you get to move up by 2 blocks. But then if you jump from like 4 blocks or whatever, you only go up like 3. I mean, I don't think that's the exact return rate, but it's something like that. So yeah, like, because of that, it puts you in an interesting spot where you have to, with the slime blocks, figure, you know, is the amount of blocks it is below me gonna make a good return with the amount I have to go back up and stuff like that, instead of just being able to figure, oh, I'm at the same height as, you know, what the slime block is, so I can, you know, obviously make the jump. Not quite how it works. That's suspicious. That's where we came from, right? Yeah. Okay, okay, we're good. We're good. Everything's fine. Boom, boom. And then, back on kind of what I was saying about the slime blocks, just because, you know, this made me think about them. But the other thing you have to take into consideration whenever you're making a slime jump is how far up the slime blocks are. Like in situations like here where sometimes the slime blocks are higher up or lower up on pedestals and stuff like that, and it affects the jumps by a pretty large margin if they are. Boom. Okay. Moving up. These last jumps, even though they're typically really easy, are always so stressful. Because you've gone through the entire level, and now you're at a point where you have this one jump. It's an easy jump, but if you fail it, you fall back down and have to redo like the entire level. Like it's as I was saying though, like it's not that bad, just off of the fact that it's typically a really easy jump. But whenever it is a really difficult jump, oh, dude, I'm stressed. Just kind of varies. I believe I can. Yeah, I can grab that. I'm gonna have to run back around now, though. Boom. So much lava. I don't know how I feel about how many nether-themed levels there's been recently. Like, I get it. The new nether biomes look amazing, but come on, guys. About time to wrap it up. Let's, you know, focus on other stuff. Like the amazing new generation. Oh. I'm not even that worried about map creators messing with stuff like that, because it's easier to take the nether stuff into a smaller space than it would be to take new generation in, just because the whole point of the new generation is everything's larger. Which I feel like to some degree might actually increase the charm of kind of smaller houses. Like, I don't know, something about just kind of a small, cozy house nestled in the middle of a valley around large mountains is kind of appealing. Oh snap. I gotta go down. Dun, dun, dun. Let's go. Where do I go up now? Over here. Almost to level 90. We're almost done. Yeah, it's already taken 25 minutes or whatever. Just for these 15 levels we've gone through, or 16. Something along those lines. There we go. I hate water-related stuff. I feel like I mention this a lot, but water-related stuff is just, ugh, I hate it so much. Like, map creators could totally just stop using water in parkour maps, and I would not be upset in any way, shape, or form. It's kind of necessary to some of these themes, though. This one's weird, though. Like, the prismarine with the netherwood and stuff like that. Like, it kind of works because they're both really blue. I mean, the prismarine's a bit greenish, but it has enough blue in it that still, you know, qualifies. But I guess now that I'm looking at it, even the netherwood has quite a bit of greenish to it. Yeah. What am I doing up here? Ah, slime block. Nice, nice. Something about being this close for such a long map that's like pleasant but also kind of sad, you know. It was a long journey. There's always something kind of sad about wrapping up a long journey that you had for, well, the sake of the journey. If you're wrapping up a long journey that has, you know, a prize at the end of the road, then nah, there's nothing sad about that. But hey, they're gonna wait. Ah, there we go. I was about to say, they slowly killing them. I'm like, wait, it's spawning smaller ones. Okay. And just like that, they're all gone. That's all it took. Just 1 second away, and all the slimes vanish. What a cruel way to kill you, though. Just stick you in a pit with a ton of slimes. That would have to be one of the worst ways to go. I did not mean to set my respawn point. I meant to click on the chest. Ah, here we go. I just didn't jump. I feel like crimson wood, like warped wood, still really gives off a blue feel, even with the green in it. I feel like the extra kind of purple color in the stinking my word, I'm having a the more purple color in the crimson wood doesn't work as well. I have no clue where I'm supposed to go now. Well, I slowly die here now. I guess I just die. Okay. That didn't exactly go as planned. Oh wait, I'm stupid. There's a fall here. There we go. Also, this level is pretty much straight ripped out of previous maps of theirs. Like, once again, I get it. 100 levels, a lot. You make a lot of maps. So, you pretty much have no choice but to repurpose some levels. But this is just a flat out, like, could have at least disguised it a bit more. I don't know what I was doing there. If I'm being completely honest, I was just kind of going and not thinking. And not thinking leads to lots of problems. Okay, let's try this again. Boom. There we go. Bam. Okay. Actually looking good for once. Okay, and now we jump to here. But from the pizza, we jump to this location, and I jumped too soon. I jumped too soon on that one, because, like, oh, okay. It was looking kind of like it might be a resource pack thing, which is pretty common for stuff like that, where they just have a built-in resource pack to the map. And for stuff like that, I, once again, just stopped thinking and started moving. It's awkward. But yeah, they'll have a built-in resource pack, and with stuff like, say, a pizza that's built into the resource pack, which I'm pretty sure that's actually done using maps now that I look at it, but I digress. With stuff like that, it's very typical that the hitboxes won't match up very well. I didn't notice that it was quartz stairs. I didn't think again. I was, oh my goodness. But yeah, it's made out of quartz stairs. I'm just stupid. Clearly I need to wait till the afternoon to record. Okay. Now we're good. I almost did the same thing again, but I managed to restrain myself. Boom. Yes, these are made out of quartz stairs. And the pizza is likely a map. That's at least what I'm gathering. Okay, we're out of that level. That was painful. It shouldn't have been painful. It should have been pretty easy, but I was being stupid. So as a result, it was painful. Come on, Mr. Snack. It's a bit awkward. Oh, there we go. Bam. Okay, okay. Okay. Since I need another random topic to talk about, I'm kind of mad with Spotify. So like I got the app because I was like, you know what? I've heard a lot of people really talk it up. I'm gonna try it. We'll see how it goes. I'm still stupid. But yeah, so I get Spotify and I try it out, and it was really, really nice. And then I find out as the free trial expires that what they do is they essentially give you Spotify Premium off the bat with it. So then that way you'll get used to having Spotify Premium, and then after your account hits whatever age, then bam, they throw all the constant ads and remove the availability to just play whatever you want whenever you want and stuff like that all of a sudden on you. And like I don't even mind the fact that they threw the ads on. Like, okay, you don't start out with ads so that people can enjoy your stuff a bit more, and then once they are used to the service, then you start throwing ads on them. That's like, it's a bit scummy, but it's, you know, it's business. But then you get the whole you're no longer able to play stuff on demand thing, and it's just kind of annoying and a bit angering. It's like, okay, so the service that you led me on to believe was your normal free service with, you know, being able to play pretty much whatever music I want and stuff like that, isn't actually your free service. You lied to me. I don't know. Like, I hate when companies and stuff like throw a free trial on you without actually telling you for stuff like that. Where it's like, you know, I had no idea that it was a free trial of Spotify Premium, because that's just how they start you out at, without telling you. So, or at least what they did with me. So I was, you know, very confused when it ran out, and the app worked completely differently. So then I went back to just listening to music through my browser on my phone through YouTube so that I can turn on an ad blocker. Because, yeah, ain't no chance I'm letting music or letting ads disturb my music. Like, they're way too obnoxious for that nonsense. Like, there's something super annoying about listening to a nice, relaxing song, and then all of a sudden, you're hearing about razors or what other stuff. I don't know. Radio ads can be weird, but yeah, it just really, I don't know, ruins the whole experience. That's where I was supposed to go. And, like, I don't mind occasional ads in music. Like, that's the other thing. The ads were really frequent and lasted really long. And occasionally it would be like, all right, now you get half an hour of uninterrupted listening. But they said it, like, 4 times in an hour. So clearly it wasn't a full hour. I don't know. Spotify just made me really mad with how that whole ordeal went. Like, back when I used Pandora, and this was a while ago, like, you could listen to a 30-second ad, if you did it right, and then get the full premium experience for an hour. But with the way Spotify works, it's supposedly, if you play your cards right, you can listen to like 1 minute and 30 seconds of ads to get half an hour of uninterrupted listening, that then they come back with ads in less than half an hour. And the ads are so long, it's insane. Like, the thing about it is, since they play like 3 minutes of ads, like if I'm listening on YouTube, for example, even if I have ads on, most of the time when it's music related stuff, the ads are only like 5 seconds long most of the time. So with the Spotify thing, by the time I'd listened to 30 minutes of music, I had played way more ad length time than I would have if I had just let the 5-second ad play after every video on YouTube. I don't know. It's difficult, and part of the problem is I like to change up what I listen to occasionally. So, like, if I was all listening to the same songs, then I can just download them on my phone. It's no problem. And then, you don't exactly get ads off of that. But, it's a bit hard to do when you want to change up what you're listening to. It's all kind of a nightmare. The music industry is one of the, like, most corrupt industries that you hear about. Oh, I can jump here. And there's a lot of corrupt industries out there. But music is definitely one of the at least slightly worse ones. Oh my goodness, I actually survived that. Just gonna actually walk around this little bit that shows up in every single He-Like map. But yeah. So, I mean, to a degree, what do you expect out of an industry like that? I don't know. I was just a bit disappointed because, like, especially back when I used Pandora, people would always be like, come on, man, you should use Spotify. It's so much better than Pandora, and stuff like that. And I as a result, I was expecting it to at least be slightly better, but once the whole free trial ordeal ended, it was much worse than any experience I've had on Pandora. Which was pretty obnoxious. And maybe there's something I'm missing. Sometimes that's the case, but yeah, I couldn't see myself ever using Pandora without Pandora Premium. Or did I just say Pandora? No, Spotify. Without Spotify Premium. Just not the sort of service that's easy to use without the full paid for version. We can talk about this map. We can, yeah, we could have talked about it. I didn't want to have to completely reset. Although I guess with a lot of free services, like Spotify, like they're almost always set up in a way where it's like, yeah, we're gonna make your normal experience like right at that point where it's still useful enough to you that you'll probably be willing to use it, but it's gonna absolutely drive you nuts with the amount of ads and stuff. We'll leave it right at that point. So then you really want the premium version. And then you get the premium version, and even if you stop using our service, then you keep paying because you forget to disable your service. Or you tell yourself that you're going to keep using it, so as a result you keep the premium or whatnot. Like I bet there's a lot of people on games like RuneScape and World of Warcraft that still have subscriptions that haven't played in months but keep their subscriptions because they keep telling themselves they're going to play, and then they never actually do. Like I bet that sort of thing's more frequent than people would expect. Also, I bet I could already get over that wall. Like I'm gonna try to get to the top and through all this instead of just kind of jumping off, but I bet you I could already make that. Boom. Maybe not just from the standpoint of stuff I was talking about before with like the, you know, limited amount of return on slime blocks. Like especially as you get higher up, the return ratio gets much, much worse in terms of the amount of jump you get back. But I didn't hit the jump button. No, I have to go all the way back up there. No. Oh, I was so close to the end. Now we have to run all the way back through this level. It stinks. Okay. Bam. Ah. Man, this last level is giving me so much trouble. I just, you know, I was about finished talking about my services and free trials and stuff. Now you kind of ruined that. I was gonna be done like right at the point that I was reaching the end. Now, you know, I'm gonna have this awkward period where I already finished talking about what I was talking about. That stinks. I guess I shouldn't be missing my jumps if I want to actually finish in a decent time. Bam. I bet this sort of level though gives a lot of players like headaches. Like newer players that maybe haven't played quite as many parkour maps that then hop into a map like this. Like, you know, you kind of had a pretty difficult time coming through. You might have spanned it over a couple days, and then you get to this last level and it's just super long with no checkpoints. I mean, I'm so stupid. I'm so insanely stupid. I actually fell for that twice. Are you kidding me? I actually... I wasn't thinking. I was thinking it was the first minecart section. No. I messed up. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to make the habit of looking before I go. Do I almost just try this jump from a lower point and see if I can make it instead of going all the way to the top at this point? Like, I almost guarantee that the speed run for this map, for example, jumps at a fairly low point for this. But nah, I will make it to the top of this thing. I told myself I was going to. I told you guys I was going to. So we're gonna do it. Boom. Okay. I still think I can make it from here, but I'm still going onwards. Come on, come on. That's another thing that's really interesting. Okay, I'm not ready this time. Sorry, minecart. I have better things to do, like living. But like one thing that'll happen, like for example, this kind of speedrun YouTuber I've been watching lately, Small Ant. He played what was the name of the game? Soul Knight. And the chat kept like accusing him of having played the game before because he kept doing speedrun skips. But he kept insisting that it was just a matter of he was playing the game and that's how he played the game. And I think with stuff like that, you kind of get a deal where speedrunners, even when they first start out, they attempt a lot of kind of speedrun skips. And I think it has to do with like, you know, just a matter of it's what they're used to doing. And, you know, even if it takes 3 hours to get past an area you could have gotten by an hour if you'd got another route, if it's a spot that potentially will make you get through faster next time, then you take the longer path, right? Like if it's a spot that you just have to learn the skip and then you can go faster. Because people that speedrun a lot play games significantly different than people who don't, as far as I can tell. And you have to have great patience to be a speedrunner. Like, speedrunning's already something I probably would be heavily into if I had better patience. But I don't have enough patience to grind for 8 hours doing the same thing in a, 15-minute area just to get a slightly better time. Maybe one day. It would be a great way to, work on your patience, is force yourself to speedrun. But yeah, anyway, it appears as though we have made it. The end. This is a recycled ending section, I think. Yeah, it sure looks like it. The end. Thanks for playing. 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 33 seconds. That's an A tier, right? Yeah, let's go. A tier first try. Pretty happy with that. Alright, anyway, guys. This was enjoyable. It's a bit of a long map. I'm glad we actually finished it, though. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one. If you did enjoy, don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless. Bye-bye.